Lay low, mate, on the beat.
Cowboys drawing Uncut. Cowboys drawing Uncut. Cowboys
That
drawing
right back to it.
Uncut.
As I was saying, that
Cowboys
defense
drawing
was
Uncut.
real impressive 2 weeks in a
Cowboys drawing
row.
Uncut.
I never was worried once we got the lead. They hung them at the drive, and we took advantage. We did what we were supposed to do.
Absolutely. I mean, we took the ball off the rip. Yeah. And we went down there, we marched down the field and got a touchdown. That's what I expect out of our offense.
I'm speaking on the offense, so but I'll leave it for later. But yeah, we're just gonna take a moment to appreciate that defense, because right now our defense is the reason that we're winning games overall, mainly because of the pressure on the quarterback and our ability to couple. You know, so
Man, don't knock that offense, man. Hold on, whoa. My
That's what I
impact
was
player
about to
last
say.
week was Dak.
Yeah.
And I don't know who was the player of the game. I really don't, but he was for mine. He still had 2-something.
His game, he was.
He had 2-something, no interceptions. You know, 255, two
Yeah, I
touchdowns,
almost
no
had one,
interceptions.
though.
120. Almost don't count. It's horseshoes and grenades, baby boy. Almost don't
GBC was almost trying to show up.
Count.
No,
He
but-
didn't.
No, I mean he was
He
perfect.
didn't.
Like he looked for the first time in a long time.
Sauce had
he
too much sauce on
He
his
looked
hands.
really comfortable in the pocket. And when I was watching him, his footwork was decent. You know, he was actually going through his reads fast because Dak's been consistently have the first read open and look for the hero play. He didn't look for the hero play this week. He was able to move the ball around, stay poised in that pocket and deliver it and put it on point. So
As my nigga Steve would say, it was on coaching.
it was
Yeah,
coaching.
that was
It was
yeah.
coaching.
This year, check down, take what they give you.
Yeah.
Not last year, bombs away. As a matter of fact, if you can see the Chargers doing the same thing, 3 and out, going 3 long passes and going 3 and out, opposed to what we're doing, taking it what we get. Yeah, and that more quick brief pause for my annual fuck you of the day. Kellen Moore, fuck you. That's what you had. You 0-2. Take that with you.
But you know what's so crazy is that when you speak about the offense, you can see the difference between Brandon Cooks not being out there. You know, there was no one was stretching the field. All these passes, it was almost dink and dunk, but I'm okay with it because Dak was protecting the ball.
But I seen the adjustment when Brandon Cooks not being there too.
Yeah,
Feel
yeah.
me? Like
I got
it's like we didn't miss a beat.
I got 2 games with that.
That just shows you the step up ability of CD because
Right.
actually offensively he
Balled
was my
out.
player of the game offensively.
Yeah, undeniable.
4 out of the last 6 games he's caught double figure in receptions.
Yeah.
When he gets started, man, and when he's finding zones, cushions, he was finding it all over the field. So he was my impact offensive player. And Dak did pretty well for himself too, but CD was
Yeah,
my
for sure.
impactive offensive
I'm
player.
gonna
CD
give credit.
ball.
I'm gonna give credit to Mike McCarthy here because how they was able to move CD off of Sauce and render him useless in this game. I can't call him useless, but he was ineffective because you know when they moved him, DJ Reed got his lunch 8. Play after play after play.
And I was like the Reed, though. Reed's nice.
Yeah, I about to say, Reed's a top 15 cornerback that got
But he's not
abused.
Sauce. But he's not Sauce.
He got
And
abused. Top
Sauce
15.
only, you know, for our ability to go away from Sauce and still attack their defensive tackles at the same time with our run game, to push Quinnen around. Now he had some good plays. He was able to penetrate and get in that backfield, but at the same time, overall, Zach Martin did his thing. He pushed him
Zach
around.
Martin always does his thing.
Yeah, Zach definitely does his thing.
I was looking at
Hall of Famer, man.
them tight ends stepped up this game. Yeah, both touchdowns was to him, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, nice catches for him. But what I noticed, I'm a little skeptical to say, but it looked like Jalen Tolbert is moving into the third receiver spot over Gallup.
Yeah.
Now, it could be because we flipped and had Sauce over on that side and put Gallup over there to just take Sauce out the game. It
He had a
could be,
strong catch. He had a strong
but at the
catch.
same time, I seen him looking. I seen a little separation going with Tolbert that Gallup just wasn't
It
getting.
just doesn't seem like Gallup getting in and out of those breaks fast enough. He looks a tad bit slow.
I don't even know if it's slow or if he's just timid because of the injury.
Is it the injury?
I gotta check him out.
When your running back is the second leading receiver, that's an issue.
Well, speaking of running backs, I'm sorry to
I'm saying he was the second. Tony Pollard was our second.
Speaking of these running backs, what the fuck was up with this second series of the game? Like, you bring Pollard out there, and in the second series of the game, you bring out Deuce Vaughn.
Hey, but easy on Deuce, man. Easy on Deuce, man.
I was good with that.
I'm not saying. Well, look, Donald was supposed to be your number 2, and whenever you running Pollard, you running Donald in that mix. But to go the second series and not even give Donald his set of series like you give Deuce, I didn't get that.
I got it.
We are all about running back by committee this year.
I thought Deuce didn't get his just the play that I thought he was gonna get last time because I think they gave his reps to Turpin.
And then we was
They decided
I agree.
to give him his
Steve,
time.
valid point, Steve.
I think Turpin was making Turpin.
And Deuce
was,
made plays. And Deuce made plays too.
We was 3 and out though. I mean, I just didn't get it. I mean,
Deuce had two big plays back to back.
He got Clee first.
If Donald was your second string, why isn't he getting?
They used Deuce in Turpin's spot from the week before, because Turpin was getting them touches at that key point that you're talking about.
But the way I look at it is that obviously, look, Trick, though. Obviously,
I mean, we could have jumped up 14 and put our foot on their throat, man. We playing around early.
I think that
fuck all them, man. I had a 7-leg parlay going with Pollard to score a touchdown for 3,000, and he didn't score a touchdown. And this Tyron Smith got that hold and took the touchdown back. Fuck you, Tyron. I ain't mad at you. I'm mad at you over that, man. It was 3,000 you cost me with that. It was 3K that you cost me, Tyron Smith. $3,000.
I'm not mad at Deuce Vaughn, but like if Donald's your 2, give him some action too.
But do we have
he got action. He got action.
Well, not that second series.
So it don't matter if it's second series, third series.
And put your foot on throat.
But do we have a clear cut too? Do we have a clear cut too though?
Yes.
Evidently we don't. Evidently we don't.
Evidently
we don't.
They may still be battling for that. That's what
I
I
don't
was
think.
thinking.
I think it's out. I think
because
it's out,
you don't put Deuce in a situation. You don't put Deuce there. Nah, but you can do that. You can do that with running back by committee.
I'm saying Donald's getting more production than Deuce right now.
The Jazz defense was on the field.
Deuce had 30 yards and 2 plays down there back to back. Deuce had 2 big plays back to back. When that drive when he was in the game, he was effective. Now he did get tackled a bunch of times, in no game situations.
But my thing, I understand that, either whether they 2 or 3 or whatever. My thing is this: we going down there, we getting in short yardage, right? Goal line situations, whatever. What did we draft Hunter Luepke for?
Special teams.
To lead.
There was multiple times on that goal.
Fullback lead. Like Moose Johnson.
He's a fullback.
He's a fullback.
But
that's what he
like
do.
Moose Johnson back in the 90s.
That's what he does, man. Like he gets the short yardage. He's big. He can move. He's actually
So you
an
want to give him the
athlete.
ball? You want to give him the ball?
Short yardage, why not?
But what's the difference if he's leading in the short yardage as a fullback?
Right.
And you still handing it off, and you got a lead block, you got your line, and then a fullback that's trying to find that block to set you free.
There was multiple times on the goal line when our running backs didn't follow the fullback block. And I don't know if it was the reads of the play or whatnot, but there was multiple times when Luepke was doing his thing and establishing, getting there and putting his hands on somebody, and our running backs went the opposite way. He was dancing. And that brings me to the fact of our offense and why I'm not satisfied with the offense. Even though we're winning, I'm satisfied overall as a team, but with the offense, I'm dissatisfied because of our ability of not to score on the goal line. It's the same thing that we did last year. We're doing it now, and we can blame it on Kellen Moore, but McCarthy gets cute down there too. We're not effective, and in the goal line situation, you will see that our offensive line was getting handled in the trenches. In the goal line, and you could tell that's why we was doing a lot of that passing, because we didn't trust the run game in the goal line situation multiple times. We were passing. Our offensive line was getting manhandled in the goal line.
I think
in the red zone.
Only because we ran from it.
We ran from, but we was running at
Because
them.
up before that, before we got in the red zone, we didn't have really no issue running the ball.
Right, we ran the ball.
I think
We moved it. We moved. The offense moved at our own will. Now don't get it twisted. Like the Jets, they are legit defense. They tough.
Legit.
They played us tough. But
Hold on.
Dak went down there. They
And
went
you-
out there and earned them yards, man.
This is the first time since week 2 of last year that the Jets defense surrendered 30 points.
Yeah.
They are legit.
And
legit.
Tony had
That's
Tony
legit.
had 25 carries.
Yeah. So we stuck with
So,
the run game.
yeah.
And that's what I like about it. We
Did it
stuck
look
with
like
it.
Terry? Did it look like Tony had 25 carries? Because
didn't.
we saying that's too much. 20's too much. But I felt like that looked
cool.
about right.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
that's-
That's cool to me.
Yeah, that's enough touches for
As
me.
the first guy, yeah, because I need you to get warmed up. I need you to get going so you can play cowboy football and run
Absolutely.
the ball, man, and let the hogs eat up front, man.
Yes, yes, sir.
You
But
got.
I hope this is something Tobit's gonna do on the regular. Because he got in some spots, man, and he looked fast. He looked like
Yeah.
he really knew the offense.
Yeah.
So I hope he comes to play like.
Is he gonna take Gallup's
So-
spot?
I think
I
so.
don't know.
So y'all are
It's
okay.
looking like it's looking possible.
I think so.
So y'all are okay with that offensive performance?
yeah, I'm
Yes,
okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
so when your kicker has 15 points and your offense has 15 points, you're okay with that when your kicker is
Shout out
consistently.
Aubrey.
Yeah, Aubrey, do your thing.
Yeah,
man. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes, most
Ah,
definitely,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
plus.
yeah.
Shout out to
Ah,
50
yeah.
plus.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do your
Put some
thing.
respect on his name, Rick.
Yeah.
Put some
Yeah.
respect on his name, man.
Yeah.
He's out there. Yeah, man.
Do your
Aubrey
thing.
doing his
I'm with
thing,
that.
but when your kicker has 15 points and your offense has 15 points,
You're playing
That-
against a good defense.
you said
Top-
what?
That's a top 5 defense you're playing
But you're
on.
consistently in the red zone.
Still a top 5 defense you're playing on. They're not no slouches out
So
there.
you're okay. What happens when we play that with the? What happens when we play that same defense with the top 5 offense?
Who?
Do no, I'm saying like when you. So you think that same performance in the
Our
red zone is
top
going to be
number
San
one-
Francisco?
Our top number one defense.
So you think that? So you think that same performance offensively is going to be San Francisco?
I get what you're saying because you want us to be able to finish more in the red
We
zone.
should drop 40. It should have been another
By getting
burger.
touchdowns.
But-
That should have been
I
another
agree.
burger. That should have been another
Absolutely.
burger, though.
If
I
you look
agree.
at what was the last year's score, Dallas and San Fran.
I don't know. It wasn't a high scoring.
It was
game.
like
19 to
19 to
12.
12.
Yeah, it was not- it was
Yeah.
low
Low
scoring
scoring game. So technically, man, field goals can win those type of games.
And I get it, but
defense just has to
No
And I-
interceptions,
I
no
get that.
turnovers.
Yeah.
And I
None
get
of the
that.
games we.
But what
yes.
happens when that 12 points matter that we left on the field? At 12 points may matter against a good offense.
Well,
And so
this is just
I'm
game
not-
2. Now, I think, if
Okay.
we're playing like this and we can't put points on the board
Yeah.
in week 7 and 8, then it might be a little
But this has
problem.
been the same. This has been consistently an issue for the last year.
I agree
it's
with
not new.
that.
This is the same thing that's
I
been going
agree.
on.
It's kind of been this issue since we lost Dez Bryant.
I agree.
Because they used to be automatic, almost 2
And
years.
shut out. Yeah.
That was a rare, thing that him and Romo had. A lot of, you get them,
Shout out 9.
I give them that. That was a rare little combination they
Shout
had
out
in the red
88.
zone. You know what I'm saying?
88-9, both of y'all.
So, but other than that, like, I think it's just once we understand that, to me, Hunter Lukey is short yardage guy until further notice. I just knew we was gonna see him against that heavy load that they had up front,
and we should have.
and we should have threw him right
We
at
weren't
him because
getting
that's how we used him in the preseason.
in the goal
That's
line,
how I
we-
imagine we using him when we drafted him,
We got no
like a
push.
John Kuhn in McCarthy's offense in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm. We should. We didn't get no. We don't. We didn't have any push in the goal line at all. We didn't force our will with them against them. One bit.
strong. That's a tough defensive line.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can
It's
run
one
the
of
ball all the
tops
way.
in the country.
You can run that ball. You can run that ball up the field to get there. But why is it that we stall in the
Because
goal
when the
line?
goal line, red zone shit shrinks. I mean,
Yeah,
at
when
the-
the field
Yeah,
shrinks,
safety-
And plus, a
back.
couple
See,
times they stopped us
CD
on back-to-back runs.
But-
CD
okay,
is,
and I get that.
CD is out there, so they got the safeties.
But this is a
looking
place
over.
that we
a
play.
lot of those big guys they have are quick. They was getting in the backfield
Yeah.
with speed and maneuver around our big guys, too. So that's how they stopped a few of those plays behind the line.
And one of them was on GBC, man. He had my man CD to cap
CD wide
off at
open.
143.
Yeah, when he threw it
With-
to when he missed
Yeah,
my guy.
had CD
Miss Ferguson in
wide
the back.
open over
Miss
there,
Ferguson in
man.
the
He-
back.
yeah,
Yeah,
we can't be
Ferguson
missing
had
those.
to.
You got to have those in the playoffs.
But-
Like I said, in the regular season, man, it's the regular season. I like how we looking right now, and I like the momentum we trying to set up to run off to these next couple games that we're going to. But at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna say, have my judgment for the playoffs. That's what, and I think what Terry is touching on is a lot of this stuff that we're seeing with the offense when we're coming down in the red zone. You got to capitalize off those plays in the playoffs. It's like when we're watching college basketball and it's the exhibition season. You might be beating a team by 50 or 60, but you see little stuff amongst your players when you're looking at that game where he can't be doing that against no real team or in March Madness. So I think that's what Terry's touching on when he's talking about
those points, leaving those points on the board is the same thing that has us losing to San Francisco every year.
Man, we didn't beat niggas 70-10 this
But
year.
that's
You
not-
niggas is
okay,
complaining.
so
Who
look,
else in the
look,
league
no,
that beat
but
niggas
check
70-10?
We haven't played a top offense yet. What's the Jets?
What other team that beat niggas 70-10 and we two?
who were their
Niggas is
quarterbacks?
still
Who were their
crying.
quarterbacks?
You
Exactly.
niggas is still crying.
Who
and
were
we
their
winning
quarterbacks?
70-10.
That's not cool.
Golly.
Who were
We
their
should be winning
quarterbacks?
100. We should be
Niggas
winning 100.
70-10.
We should be winning 100
Bro,
to 10.
I understand that it's 70-10.
I'm
You
not cool
niggas is
with that.
still crazy.
He said 100.
It should be 100 to 10, bro. It should be
You
100
niggas
to
is
10.
crazy.
No, bro, because
You niggas is wilding, bro. Look at Kansas City won a Super Bowl. What's their
We were
record? What's their
dominating.
scores right now?
they won a Super
Who
Bowl.
else?
We haven't.
Who else?
But who has
else?
Kansas City played?
Right.
That's 70-10, bro. We done beat niggas.
But
who-
I'm saying,
we done
what
beat who we supposed
quarterbacks
to
have
beat,
we
bro.
faced and what quarterbacks have they faced?
Who we done beat them 70? Who else done beat somebody 70-10? And we two.
Okay,
What
but
are we
who-
crying about?
So we did what we were supposed to do.
We did.
Yes!
We
We
did.
did what we were
We
supposed
beat
to
a playoff team who won a playoff game at their home.
That's
At
true.
their home.
40-0.
We beat a top 5
So,
defense
again,
in
We
our
beat a
home.
top 5
so
defense
again-
at our home.
70-10.
So look, so check,
At the
again,
God damn.
again,
And
to
we
play-
took our feet off the
Hey,
bread
at
name
the
neck.
end of the third quarter,
I see what you're saying.
they had ran 32 plays.
Yeah.
We had ran 47 in their territory.
Domination.
We dominated.
Dog,
I get it, dog.
Yeah, we did.
But
We
who-
We
did.
took our foot off the neck.
I mean,
we was trying to run the clock out.
Things.
We was
Yeah.
experimenting.
Yeah.
We was trying
Who
to
the
do
fuck?
shit.
Who the fuck is the New York Jets offense? They have Zach fucking Wilson as
They
their
got
quarterback,
Garrett
bro.
Wilson.
I'm not trying
They
to
got
believe,
Garrett
bro.
Wilson.
He got lose one
They got-
play.
they got
But
Bryce.
we knew coming
Only
in.
on
We
Cowboys
knew coming in.
wrong
They
how
got
Uncut.
many-
Brees Hall.
Bro, I'm not
then
trying
they
to
got
hear
Dalvin Cook. They got a double head
I'm
swing
not
back
trying to hear
there.
it, bro. I'm not trying to hear it
Only
because of the
thing
offense.
is-
It's still Zach Wilson, bro.
They got to go against
Hey
our
man,
defense.
That ain't the same
we
thing.
got
They got to go against
Correct.
our defense.
We
We
got
play-
7
Correct.
takeaways in 2 games, brother, and one of them we took to the house.
And I get
Right.
that. That
We
is the
got-
same.
we
Again,
all legit.
Again,
real
so
talk.
look, I'm not
Think
saying
about it.
I'm not saying we're not defensively.
No,
I'm not saying that we're not
We're playing it
defensively.
safe, bro.
I'm not playing it safe. My thing is defensively is the fact is that we are doing the same thing we were doing last
I
year.
get that. I get
Offensively, we are doing the same things that we were
I
doing
get the
last year.
red zone
And
issue.
hold on.
No, we're
I
not.
got to lay this plane. Hold on.
We're not.
So yes, we are. So last
We're
year
not.
defensively, we were taking the ball away. Last year defensively, we were scoring on defense.
Last 2 years.
Last 2 years, it's been that
Yeah.
way. And then
Yeah.
offensively,
That we
we're still
didn't
doing
have
the same
0
thing.
interceptions. We
But
didn't
check-
have 0 turnovers.
Okay, so we're not turning the
We're
ball
still
over.
running the ball.
But
We're doing different things.
Bro, we
no.
played the School of the Blind for the first game. In the second game,
That's not school at the blind. That's a
Bro,
playoff team that won a
I'm not
game
trying to
on the
hear-
road.
Bro, it's fool's gold, bro. You
Bro,
know, we've owned it to
bro.
your same point on the Thursday show. Your same
Yeah.
point on the Thursday show. We've owned the Giants.
So
That don't
Terry-
make
What
them
has been
weak.
the difference?
That don't make them weak. That's
Yes.
still a playoff
So
team
Terry,
that won on the
you
road.
ain't giving them no credit.
I
You're
give
not
them-
giving the Giants no credit
I
by being they coming in hot actually
How did
Hot.
you do that?
because they left off hot. Even
We
though they
still
lost
on.
their last playoff game, they came in unexpected, doing what Giants do.
When's
to
the
be
last time they
honest.
beat us? When's the last time they beat us?
Well, of course they didn't beat us, but I'm saying as a team,
last
having
time
a
they beat
new
us?
coach,
When's the last time they beat us?
we know that.
They
dog.
was there
We
last year.
own
They
the
was
NFC
last
East.
year.
That don't even
Okay,
mean
so I
nothing.
get that. I get that.
We
So
just
we
talked
did what
about
we were supposed to
yesterday.
do. To your point,
They
Rick.
just came back from 20 down to knock off the Cardinals.
To Josh fucking
A
Dobbs.
pretty good-
Josh fucking Dobbs, dog.
They have a pretty good defense. is what
Bro,
I'm
you
saying.
gotta think
But-
about
but
It's
the
Josh
ability-
Dobbs,
but
bro.
the
They
ability-
just left
but look,
off
man,
messing with
still
us.
in the NFL, you're coming
It's
down
Josh
to 20
Dobbs,
points
bro. I
to win
mean,
a game on the road.
It's
still a
Josh
good win for the
Dobbs,
Giants.
bro.
Yeah.
It's Josh Dobbs. You gonna pick him up in fantasy? You gonna start him?
This ain't fantasy.
You gonna start him?
Real
This
life.
ain't
You gonna
fantasy.
start him? Okay, so
Some
again,
people
you're not
running with
gonna.
Barrow right now. You'll start him next week.
I'm
They
not.
ain't
I'm not
winning.
starting
They
next.
ain't
I'm
winning.
going Kirk
They not
Cousins
winning.
because Kirk Cousins is on a tour right now. Well, we'll get into that later. But my thing is that Josh Dobbs, Arizona is Arizona, bro. Arizona is Arizona. Those ain't good fucking teams. They did get a win. They did get a win.
Cincinnati doesn't.
Cincinnati
it's hard to get a win in this league.
Cincinnati's also
It's
played
hard to
Baltimore.
get a win.
Cincinnati played Baltimore. Cincinnati played Baltimore, which is a playoff team too.
This is true.
Which is a playoff team too.
still hard
And
to
again,
get a
that is an
win in this
interdivision.
league, bro.
It is hard to get a
Yeah,
win.
so.
It is hard to get a win. I do agree though. But my thing is that when you look at that offense, we knew coming in that Zach Wilson was going to be under heavy pressure and that he's liable to turn the ball over. We know that he runs
Everybody's
around.
going to be under heavy pressure.
So you're right.
Everybody's going to get it.
What you said.
But my
What
thing
you
is
said,
that Zach
John.
Wilson, dog. Zach Wilson.
Everybody.
We knew coming. That wasn't an elite quarterback. Daniel Jones is not an elite quarterback.
That's true.
So when we play, who we got next week? Arizona, and then Mac Jones after that. We could possibly go into San Francisco undefeated. When we play what is considered
Well,
a
Purdy's
top
not an elite
NFC quarterback,
is he?
Purdy is
You
a
call
top three. He's in
Purdy's
the
never
top
lost
three in
a
the NFC
game.
right now.
But are you calling him an elite
He's
quarterback?
in the
Purdy's never
NFC.
lost a
He is.
game.
In the NFC, he's an elite quarterback.
He's
So
never
when we
lost a
play a
game that
complete
he started to
offense,
finish.
when we
earned
play a
that.
complete
He earned that
offense,
last
Who
year.
y'all talking about?
Brock Purdy.
Oh, okay,
He's
yeah.
never lost a game he started and finished.
Not a Pro Bowler.
bro, when we
He's
play,
never lost a game he started. I don't care about none
He
of
got
that.
it.
He got a hell of a coach that's going to make sure he
Put him in positions that he needs to be in.
Everybody
bro, that's a
around
good
him.
football team.
That's straight.
If we leave 12 points, if we leave,
It's
Bro,
just
if
going
we-
to be on us to stop that.
I'm with that.
check.
Okay.
If we leave 12 points on the board
Fully,
against San Francisco, we will lose. You leave 12 points on the board against San Francisco, you're gonna lose.
Hey,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you
And
something
most
else,
of
though.
us was go ahead, Steve. My fault.
Nah, you good, but I'm just sliding this in there. We got new dimensions to this defense, man. Just like they got some up front, but we got some in the back end. Ain't no more Andy Brown back there. You know your guy that you know you like to
Andy
mess
Brown,
with.
yeah, nah.
You know, so
Kick
we
rocks,
got
bro.
Gilmore on the other side. Stuff's a little different, man. Them young guys up front and got a little better, man. So,
But again,
you know,
when you
got
it's
the
gonna be
game
more to
record.
deal with
But-
when we come to town, man,
Yeah,
and
but-
these playoffs.
these teams that we're playing with,
We
these
got
teams
the
that are the
game
threats to
record.
us, which is the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. You have both sides of
Bro,
the
don't call
ball.
them the Sheagles and give them their real name.
I don't know. I can't think of nothing fast.
The
enough.
Whiners,
But
the
Whiners,
69ers. It's a lot of
They're fucking too.
Yeah.
But
Fuck
yeah,
them
so check. So
Oh,
but,
definitely.
but when
Fuck
you
them.
look on both sides, it feels all of them have dual receivers, which is going to cause issues and they're both speedy. So if we don't pressure Purdy early or Jalen Hurts early, and you have Stephon in coverage for too long, he's liable to get beat.
Y'all
That's
already
what's
jumping to week 5, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
Arizona and
y'all need to
and New
calm
England,
down
bro.
on
As
that.
I can hear it, man. My man
Yeah,
Terry, he like
outrageous.
to talk scary a little bit, man. So you know what I'm saying? He like to talk.
Nah,
you know,
man,
he playing
I'm looking-
safe, man.
I'm looking forward,
He
bro.
playing safe, man. We ain't,
Hey, dog,
man.
I'm
look,
looking down
man.
the line right now. We got Arizona and we got New England. I mean, overall, both of the
Win,
teams
win.
Yeah, both of them. It should
You
be.
know what I'm saying?
It
Don't
should be.
Arizona and who?
Arizona and New England. Yeah, we got Arizona
we win
next
those
week. We got
games,
in
man.
New England.
We
the
win
week
those
after.
games.
So though we should technically go into San Francisco 4-0. So
Which
my
we
thing-
all said, starting out.
Yeah, I mean, I gave a little as far as Aaron Rodgers.
But we didn't know-
But Aaron
but-
Rodgers was there.
Right.
But if you would told me Zach Wilson, I would have gave it a dub. But
Yeah.
San Francisco's gonna be a tough game, but I don't want to look too far
Yeah,
down the line.
I'm gonna change my. I was.
Nah, ain't no
looking at that.
changing.
Well, I said I
He
thought.
changed
Hey,
it.
that's Tiptoe John. That's Tiptoe John. Hey.
I'm gonna tell you.
It
I-
is,
He
man.
I said-
It is,
So
man.
hold on. So are you gonna change it? Are you gonna? Are you going with Steve O now, 16-1? You 16-1 now?
I
It's
said
kinda
that I
strong,
thought
man.
that San
It's straight
Francisco they'd be kind of on this in the playoffs, and I thought maybe they get us. But now I done seen the game record. Fuck San Francisco. We gonna knock them off in Candlestick.
In Candlestick.
That's what we gonna do.
You put
You
that.
know
what?
That's what we gonna do. We got the
Is
game
that
record.
your guarantee? Is that your guarantee?
Game record.
Hey, OG been around for a minute.
We
He
got
a
the
candlestick.
game record.
Levi.
So we just
gonna
gonna hop over week 3 and week 4 and go straight to week 5. We getting ready to beat them.
Yeah, we can't look at like
I don't
as a
wanna look
team,
at- I
as
don't
a
wanna-
unit.
Terry went to it.
See, I
just gonna
put
go
myself
and
in the
say
locker
I changed my
room
thoughts on it.
sometimes.
I like
So
what
we
I
can't
see.
look ahead.
We gonna knock them.
And I don't mean to jump
Can't
too
look
far.
at it.
I don't mean to jump too far ahead, bro. But
Everybody
I
gonna give us
mean,
their
because
best.
I understand these are NFL football teams, but my thing is when I look at these offenses that we're playing against, I automatically trust our defense way more. I don't
Yeah, our
see us
defense
struggling
is
with
real.
these. And that's our defense. It's not even about our offense at this point because our defense is putting us in position to at least coming away from 3 points. To at least we're going to come away from at least 3 points. And I'm
counts.
okay
That
with
counts
that.
right
And our
there.
offense is productive enough to put us in position to get 3 points. It's about punching it in, which is
Yeah.
the frustrating part to me.
Right,
Because that should have been 2 40 burgers in a row against that in those positions to score. That's why we won't
I don't know.
jump.
How could it have been a 40 burger if
fantasy
But that's
players
why I think. But that's why that's another reason why if our offense,
look like Chubbs down.
Ooh, I got him too. He's starting in the important game.
That's
But look,
Pittsburgh down.
but my
It's a
thing is
collision.
that, bro,
Two up
check.
and down.
So if you haven't, if we drop 42 weeks in a row and our offense looks dominant, I think that we're number one in these power rankings that's going to come out. I think they're still going to put San Francisco in there because their offense is
They
are
probably
they
will.
are going
They
because their
probably
offense
will.
look better than ours. Their offense look better than ours.
It's
So
possible, but
if our offense is dominating these wins,
wanna be-
I think I
I
think
want
we
to be
deserve
number
it.
one when it
No.
counts.
I think we deserve
Number
it.
one
and
when
I'm
it
like,
counts,
they can
man.
put them, above
Yeah.
all they want because sooner or later we'll be there.
But what
sure.
we
And to-
have,
And
but
to me, I
I'm-
don't care about the regular season.
Sooner or later we'll
Yeah.
be there.
I mean, I
Do
think the
what we're
regular
supposed to
season.
do in the regular season.
I'm-
Let's get to these playoffs and get over that hump.
I believe you.
What
play how you
Steve
practice.
says, Steve been saying it all along. I mean, I've been saying this since last year, but I think it's all about the playoffs. We can go do whatever, 16-1 or do whatever, but when them playoffs come, man, I think that's when it's time to get real with it. We got to show them then.
Absolutely, that's
I mean,
how we
but-
built, man. Think about. I was telling some fans of other teams, man, the other day at the shop, man. They was Niner fans and Steeler fans. Different. It's a mixture. We gotta explain that sometimes like Cowboy fans, we built different. We count Super Bowls. That's all we matter. Like Danny White he made some NFC championships games. I don't never hear none of us ever been like, we was in NFC in the 80s. Nah, man, we don't count that, man. We like the big ones, man. That's it.
That's
we
what it's
gonna
about.
ride to the end, win, lose, or draw, and we gonna cry, pout, moan, and groan, and we gonna still show up next week, week one, sell whoever's building out. Whether home or away, we gonna be here.
But honestly,
We just built different, man.
I'm tired of the cries, the moans, and the groans. You know?
Absolutely.
So that's why
It's the
again,
NFL.
I want points over. Our defense is gonna be consistent. I have no complaints about our defense, but our offense, man, I have worries, man, because what you have to pay the defense back. You have to reward them with what they're doing. Field goals just ain't gonna do it, man. I mean, yeah, to win games, but I'm not satisfied with winning games like that.
I ain't
I'm just not.
satisfied.
I'm not satisfied with winning games, and it looks good. The defense
whining, we done won 70-10. Niggas is still
Man,
whining.
Against
that's
who,
Terry,
dog?
y'all.
Niggas is still whining.
Bro, but against who,
70-10.
bro?
I don't care if it was
Against who?
Atherton, 70-10 is 70-10.
Nah,
I
bro.
don't give a fuck.
We should have won 100-10 against Atherton.
Nigga, that ain't gonna happen. It's the league. Niggas get paid.
You just said you want 100 points twice.
Twice.
Tonight.
I want 100
niggas
bro,
get paid, bro.
Bro,
Niggas is
100,
grown men
so
who
he
get
ain't gonna
paid
never
to
be
play, bro.
satisfied.
They everybody
So
ain't
my
giving it up.
Nah,
That's a
'cause
top 5 defense out there, bro.
Okay.
Can we expect 100, man? 100 points?
We've left 25 points on the board, so at least give that's 25
so,
right there.
So why none
We
of
left
their
25
defense?
points on the board in 2 weeks, bro. We done left 25
Why
points.
ain't none
on
of
the-
their defense?
Hey.
Can't they defense make plays to stop us?
Yeah, but why
That's
can't
a top 5 defense.
But are we not supposed to be-
We still
Nah,
put
a
up.
couple of
beat
them wasn't
niggas
just
30-10.
defense.
It wasn't
though.
just defense, bro.
Nah,
we
Couple
are
of
the
those
Dallas
wasn't just
Cowboys,
defense,
bro.
though.
We don't score like we
It
don't
was
settle for field goals,
GBC
bro. I'm not
poking
trying to
that
hear
head
it, bro.
out, man.
Nah,
We are the Dallas Cowboys, bro.
This is
Like this
crazy,
is not.
man.
We don't win off field goals. It's cool
These
every
niggas-
now and then, but that's not
niggas
what
is
we
crazy,
do, bro.
man.
Trust
These niggas
me.
is
A couple of the
crazy.
more of them, especially on the
Miss
goal
Jake
line.
Ferguson,
I
Jake
kick field
Ferguson,
goals
Jake
to win.
Ferguson,
I'm good with it.
bro. And I'm cool
All
with
day.
that. But what happens
All
when you,
day.
bro? But what happens
I
when
don't
you?
care if I win 7-6, 9-7,
Your
3
defense-
field goals.
15
win the
to
game.
12.
You
Bruh.
play to win the game. Hello,
Bruh.
man, you
Bro,
heard him,
what
bruh.
happens? What
Come
happens?
on, bro.
What
70-10, man.
No,
you
what-
still crying on what the offense did. They beat them niggas 30-10. Defense scored 70.
Defense
I
scored.
think you saw 7.
Defense scored 7. The offense scored 15.
All right, Trevor.
The offense scored
Hey,
15.
they scored.
Our
It's a
defense
team
scored.
game, bro.
Bruh, so
you
again-
still crying?
again-
We beat them niggas
Bruh,
30 to
so
10.
Terry,
Can we give
are
our
you
day?
cool?
I
Can
don't look at
give
it
our
as
offense- can we
crying.
give
I
our
look at
defense a
it.
day
I
off?
look at it as being objective, man.
Can we give
Do
our
you
defense
like
a day
it?
off?
Do
Can we
you
give our
like-
defense? What happens when our defense wants to take a day off, bro? Mike
There
goes
is no
down.
days off.
Bro,
There
there is
is
no.
no
Then
tomorrow.
why
There
can
is
the
no days
offense?
off.
Then why you
There
give
is
the
no
offense
tomorrow.
that grace?
If your defense got
I
that
ain't said-
mentality,
There is
you
no
gonna
tomorrow.
No, what I'm saying is that they're gonna break.
Okay.
Bro, we're gonna have every defense
You
is
don't
gonna
think
break
you don't
one
think,
time or another.
You don't
Offense
think
need
Dak
to pick
scored
up
when
that
they
slack.
you don't think Dak Neal put up points when they really
There
needed
is
to?
So
no
if you tell me,
tomorrow.
you telling me right now that you don't think that we were trying to score in those goal line situations.
Yeah, I'm not.
Definitely was
Me
trying.
personally, I agree. Get the touchdowns. We can sharpen up in the red zone more.
That's
Absolutely.
what you have to. You
We know
play how
that.
you practice.
Right.
You play
Yeah,
how you
we
practice.
that.
And these are practice reps at this
Yeah.
point. Because like you said, we just like Sean Hammer said in the first.
I don't think
go
nobody.
round.
I don't think nobody disagreeing with it. I just think.
Yeah. I
Some-
just
we
don't think
cool
it's as
with
big
the
a problem
third.
as you do.
But I'm not okay with settling.
So
bro.
are you,
I don't
are
think
you
it's a
cool?
big of a
Are you cool
problem
with
as you
these?
do.
Are you cool
I think
with
it's a
Dak's
problem because
stats?
when you look on paper, we should be better than that. When you look on paper, we should be better than that.
If we-
When you look at how we move the ball down the field,
70 to 10,
why do we
bro.
stall in the
God,
why do we
dang,
stall?
bro.
Why do we stall in the
Still
red
crying
zone
and
all
we
the
winning
time,
70
bro?
to
All right,
10,
so what
bro.
is so
Crying.
Dak?
Y'all okay
We
with
winning
70 to
70 to
10?
10.
Y'all okay with
Dak-
it?
Dak-
I want
Dak
100
was
to
31.
10, bro.
But
We're not getting 100 to 10, bro. That's not happening.
Drink.
I don't care
got
what
that-
you say. We still
got
not
that
getting
game
100 to 10.
record.
70 to 10.
What is our slogan for this shirt? What's the team's mantra? What's the
Win.
team's mantra? Drink. Say it.
Win.
Seize everything.
Yeah.
Seize
Win.
everything, bro.
I don't
You
care
not-
about no season.
you not
Win
seizing
is the
everything.
motto.
You leave it. You can't seize everything when you
Win.
leaving them. Give to them nothing.
Win.
Take from them
Okay,
everything.
but hold on,
Win.
hold on. Okay, we get that 70 to 10.
think
Okay.
Win.
Sound good, bro.
It's
Do
a
you get
win.
the point that we
2-0.
won? 2-0.
I got
That's
that
it.
point.
Move on.
Yeah, we can move on, but we
Move
looking
on.
at the outlook of the
Of the
season.
season going forward.
You
bro.
worried about some shit that ain't happened yet.
No, I'm not.
Y'all talking about shit that ain't happened yet.
I mean, it's
I'm
been
talking about-
20
Y'all- They talking about week
it's
5
been
against San Fran.
2
You
games
talking
in.
about later down in the playoffs. I'm talking about the 2 games that we played. Going into week 3, we're 2-0.
So you
we
don't
done beat niggas 70 to 10 to get to 2-0, and we're headed on over to Arizona, and we're gonna beat them. I don't care if it's 9 to 6, they move to 3-0. All that other shit is useless.
But
We
it's
winning.
but it's okay to be objective in a win. Cause sometimes you can win and still find things. So you mean hold on, let me do it.
Go ahead.
So you mean to tell me when our players go and look at film, they ain't looking at something that they need to work on?
Absolutely.
Even though they 2-0. Hold on.
Absolutely.
And they 70 and 10.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you think they spending 30 minutes on the bullshit?
They might be.
No,
They
I think
might
niggas
be.
out of that.
They
I
might
think
be.
niggas out of that.
They
I
might
think
be.
it's not an hour. I think it's not an hour.
They might
They're not.
be. They might be.
Bro,
They're
Two
not.
things can be right.
You're not, bro.
They might
They're
be.
Two
not.
things can be
Two
right.
things can't be
Oh,
true.
we
Two
don't-
things can't be
We
true.
don't know it.
That's a lie, bro.
We don't know it.
If you sit
We
here
don't
and
know
think,
that.
If you sit here and think McCarthy ain't pointing out, if Dan Quinn ain't pointing out,
That's
if
different.
all these players ain't
That's
pointing out,
different.
all of these plays that could
different
be
between
better.
the coach's personal attitude and the players. The
Rick.
coaches got to keep them on their game.
Rick.
They got to point out what's wrong. They have to keep them on. The players, no.
Bro,
Well, hold on.
No.
I listened to all the player interview post game. Hey, they telling me what they need to work on. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
all it
They
is.
telling
I agree
me.
with that.
Hold on.
And
I'm
they spending an
saying
hour
from
talking
the
about it?
actual. Hold on. I'm talking about from the actual player, no fan. I'm talking about the actual players that played in the game. In the game, they telling me stuff they still need to work on. Why we could have got better, where we slipped up at. Even Dak said we can't be leaving no points on the field.
Yeah.
So what you talking about?
bro, look.
Did he finish it up? Did he stay on that the whole time?
But
Or
he
did he talk
said
about
it.
some other shit?
But he said
You
it.
niggas is still on
But he
that, bro.
said it.
You niggas is still on
He
the same
said
shit.
it.
We 2-0,
He said
man.
it. He said it.
We being 2-0. Bro,
You niggas not
He
on
ain't
that.
say
We
we
went
said
2-0.
he
We
ain't
went
say
2-0 last year.
No, check.
We went 2-0 last year.
So
we
Brandon-
went 2-0 the year before
Brandon
that.
Aubrey, 36-yard field goal, 21-yard field goal, 26-yard field goal. What is that telling you
Auburn,
multiple
you're the
times?
man, brother. up.
Aubrey, you are the man.
Good
But check,
looking, Aubrey.
36,
Shout out
21,
to
and
Brandon
26.
Aubrey, man. You gotta
What
give the
exactly
kicker
is that
love,
telling you
man.
about our offense, bro?
We've been
That's
on him,
12
so let's
points
give
that
him
we
some
did.
love when he ball out on
I
national
mean, he's
TV.
doing. He's doing his job. He's earning his money, which I understand.
just showing some
But
love
I'm
real
not
quick.
okay with leaving 12 points on the board
I
against a
feel
good
you.
football team.
And I agree.
Against a good football team, I'm not
feel
okay
you.
with that.
I feel
so,
that.
as much as Dak didn't turn the ball over, he didn't put it in the end zone either because you
Well,
have
sometimes, man,
you have CD open on the opposite side.
Sometimes
I love you more when
Look,
I
man,
tell you what you don't want to hear.
Sometimes good defenses make you settle for 3. Sometimes you can't get in the end zone.
We
And
settled for 3
sometimes
against
you
New York,
miss
so
a
it's
wide
New York
open
again.
tight end
Bro,
or
we settled
CD
against
in
New
the
York,
end
bro.
zone.
That's true.
We settled
And
against New York.
Those are things
The
that's fixable in
Giants.
coaching as games go along.
So did we
But
not
for
settle against
2
the Giants?
games, we're 2-0, man.
So
Did we
let
not
me
settle? So
ask
you
you
okay
something.
with winning?
Look, let me
not
tell-
how you win. You're just okay with winning.
Well, I'm okay
Because what happens when you come up against a force? When an unstoppable.
We're in game 2. We're learning. We're still going through the process. We're winning, so it's good to be winning while you're still learning.
Yes, you're winning, but
I'm gonna
against
tell you
who?
something. This
That
defense
offense is
ain't
not. That
this defense ain't
against-
running up against no unstoppable. They are the unstoppable force.
Look,
I mean, I can agree with that,
I
dog.
agree
But
with
what
that.
have
They are the
we
unstoppable.
have not
is,
played
Derek,
anybody.
You're winning.
I think we
against
gonna
the
bang
team
with the
that's
best
in front of you right now.
I mean, that's cool, but I'm thinking about
That's all
what's
you can do,
bro.
man.
Because the thing is, when you look at the NFC
And you
on a
supposed-
whole,
and we beat
how many
them like we're
teams?
supposed to.
So again, with elite quarterbacks in the NFC, when you think about elite quarterbacks or elite offenses, who do you think of?
So you supposed
The
to
Dallas Cowboys. Again, I'm thinking ahead.
Yeah.
So of what we're going to see in the playoffs. So when you think of the Dallas Cowboys, and then there's who else?
Well, we think of the Chiefs, but they haven't. Really,
No, I said in
they
the
haven't
NFC.
really
In the
looked at-
NFC, because we'll see the Chiefs when we get there. But in the NFC, who do you see as elite quarterbacks and elite offenses in the NFC right now?
Well, there's Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
He's
Niners
considered to be an
Philly,
elite.
yeah.
Quarterback. And then there's
And who else?
There's only one more quarterback, and that's Brock Purdy.
Yeah, Brock
and that
Purdy,
offense, that offense still looks good. So I am thinking about playing them in the playoffs because
Right.
that's what we ran up against every time. The regular season is the regular season. I see us making the playoffs because if you look at top quarterbacks and top offenses in the NFL, we're there. We are number 2 behind the Philadelphia Eagles, technically. I don't look at their offense and get impressed, but at the same time, when I look at our offense, I am not impressed because our defense is putting us in position.
But how
to
we number
score these
2? But
points.
you
That's
talking
not
about as
every
far as
time, though.
offense though?
It's not every time.
It's game.
I am saying
With the
Also-
Eagles, you saying we number 2 behind them
No, I
as
said
far
our
as
team.
offense?
Our team is better than them. Right now, I believe their offense is more effective than ours. I'm not saying that they're better than
okay.
ours, but they are more effective than ours going forward. Like when I watch them, they are effective in the red zone.
Because
We
our
are not.
defense is more effective
Our defense
than
is way
ours.
more effective. But when I look at the
But
Eagles,
It
when I
ain't no
look at the
secret we
Eagles,
working on our short
Bro,
yardage though. It ain't
I
no
look at the
secret.
Eagles, yeah, we are, but we've been working on it for how long? So when I look at the Eagles and I look at the San Francisco 49ers, I see them.
So what's your
Those are the
solution?
people that we're going to run up. Those
What's
are
your
our only,
solution?
Our solution is score in the red zone.
What
I
is
don't
your
know.
solution?
We have
That's
to get
broad.
more push. We have to get
What do
more.
you think we should do?
I believe that we should run the ball more. We passed the ball too
We
much. in
ran the
red zone
ball
from them.
enough though.
But their defense was killing their defensive front was killing our offensive line overall. They were getting pushed. If you watch it, that's why we couldn't
Not
run the
when
ball.
it
That's why we were
counted.
passing.
I
it.
really
don't
don't
think
put the
towards end of
stalls on
game-
Mike
Not when
McCarthy
it
though.
fully
I think
counted,
Mike
though, they
McCarthy did his thing.
We
When
put
I
up too
watch-
many points, and
when I
we
watch-
drove the field too much. So not when it counted. If they really did it when it counted, we wouldn't be in field goal range as we had their offense sitting on one side of the field for half the game.
But we are always in field goal
In the
range.
third
That's the thing.
quarter,
Why are
I
we not
get that.
scoring?
47
We
times.
already know that. We
I
said the
don't-
run
I'm not,
game.
I'm not
man.
okay. I'm
We
just not
gotta
okay
run
with
more.
our offense. Like again, you haven't heard me mention the defense not one time. I'm just not okay with our offense right now. Even though we are scoring, our defense has been that good to put our offense in position.
And we
to
did
get
it without our
15
number two
points on the
receiver.
field.
Let me ask you,
And we were our number
And
two
we
receiver.
missing
Have you ever
Brandon
considered
Cooks.
this?
And we missing
Have
Tyler
you ever
Smith.
considered that Kellen's not here anymore? So now we're in this McCarthy system that they just don't know as well right now. Quinn is still running what he's running. They've been there. They've been, they've been inclined. They've been running.
Yeah,
this
that's a
system.
valid point.
So they know that a little more.
Okay.
But now that McCarthy has implemented his offense, maybe we just hadn't got it clicking as of yet.
him and
It's
Brian
just game
Shaw now.
2.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah, that's a good,
I
that's
can
a
agree with
valid
that,
point.
but the things that are happening in the goal line is the same thing that were happening in the past. So that is a worry for me because you can't tell me with a new regime or a new play caller, we still have the same issue.
Well, then
that's the
sounds
scary
sounds
part.
like to me
That's the
our
scary
offensive
part.
line needs to step
This
up.
has been the same
That's what
thing
it
that's been
sounds
going
like.
on for years to
I
come.
know we
For
need
years after
Hunter
year after
Luke the
year.
ball in the red zone. Let the big man push. Let them use
Why?
the young legs.
Why is Dak
and
looking
let's
for
go
Jake
in there.
Ferguson? Why is Dak looking for Jake Ferguson in the red zone when CD should be your number one option when you miss CD wide
The
open?
same that he was looking
He's
for
been eating
shorts.
all. He's been eating all
The same
game.
that he was looking for shorts
Yes,
when he
but
was
like
there.
at the same
It's
time,
his
bigger
safety
target.
blanket.
It's a bigger target.
Yeah.
But when CD has
It's in the
100,
middle. He's likely to be more
just missed
athletic
it.
than your
Right.
safety
He
or
just-
linebacker
he
who's going to
just
be
clearly missed
covering.
it.
Not then,
He clearly
not,
missed
no, not yeah. He clearly missed him, but not when CD
That's
has
simple
143 yards, bro. He has 143 yards this game. He should be your number one option all the time. So when I look at the safety valve, when you go for something that's safe first instead of looking for your number one option, that makes me worry, bro. Because Dak.
But
is
he
doing
was
the same
going
thing in the
towards
red
CD
zone.
all game though.
And CD deserved it all game. He ate all game. He ate all game. So
Well,
in the
maybe
red
that's
zone,
what
you-
played in his mindset to.
So
think
again,
I don't
if
think
Tony,
it was
if
a
Tony's
bad
back
read.
there,
He
if
was
Tony's
open.
back there, if Tony's back there in that same Dallas offense, who was Tony looking for in the end zone all the time? First option. Who was our first option?
Ferguson.
Sauce would have ran
No,
one back
it was Des
on
Bryant.
Tony.
It was Des.
Oh, you
no, I'm
said
talking
Tony
about
back
Tony.
then. Oh,
When Tony was back
Tony,
there, Des, he was looking for
But they
Des.
had
When-
chemistry.
when-
I just said it was
when-
generational
they had the-
chemistry.
they had the
Witten would get a look.
Bro,
With that-
Witten was the second
You know,
option.
this tight end.
You
Yeah.
talking
Witten
about
was
in the
second-
red zone with
in the
Tony?
red zone, Witten was the second option.
Sauce
bro.
would have ran one
Hey,
back on
Bruh.
Tony.
Bro,
You know,
when you look at Dez was the number one option. Right now, CD should be the number one option in the red zone. Now, Jake Ferguson should always be your safety valve, but CD should always be your number one, especially when he's turning shit up the whole game. He's turning shit up the whole
I
game.
want to
You
see
watching
something
him.
intentional for us, CD.
You
Will be
need to
nice.
give him the ball. You have to give CD the ball.
Yeah, he
He's your
needed
number
to be
one.
rewarded
What is
on
he
that
back
one
there for?
anyway.
He should be getting them same jump balls that Dez was getting.
Yeah,
He should be getting them same jump balls.
He's
in that
strong at the
situation.
point of a catch.
He's strong at the man. He's strong.
He's
at the point
strong,
of attack.
period.
So,
you know?
Yes.
so let me
when I
ask
look at-
y'all. Hold on. Let me ask y'all. Like, what with McCarthy? What are we doing with Michael Gallup?
I don't know.
what is Michael Gallup doing with himself?
What is
That's
Michael
what I
Gallup
was-
doing with himself?
Hey,
What
man.
is Michael?
But I'm
Gallup-
saying we can't get him involved in some kind of way.
Get some separation, nigga.
I mean, y'all over.
I think it'll come. I think it'll come. I think he'll show up when it matters.
I don't
man.
know.
Because
Man,
it's
when
like
he's healthy,
because
man, he
CD's
shows
in the
up.
slot. CD's in the slot.
The only way Gallup's gonna get some looks is he's got to run some slants.
That CD's
He's
got
good,
that.
bro. He got good hands.
CD's
bro.
in the slot.
But
Right
do
at the
you
point
know-
of catch.
He
you have to
he's
throw it in
he's
there.
he's
Do you
he's
notice
wide
how-
out.
Do you notice how we're getting in huddles and getting right out?
Yeah.
We're getting in, we're getting out quick. Everything is fast. Dak's
Yeah.
going through his
Fast
reads
pace.
a
Hey,
lot
and that's
faster.
one thing. Yeah.
That's a
Gallup
Texas-
just not
It's a
fast
Texas
enough
Coast-
to
a
make
Texas
himself
Coast
available
offense.
by the time
Hey, bro.
Dak gets through his read.
That's one thing I want
He's
to
got to run some slants, something that
Yeah.
we can hit him right there, some wide receiver screens.
Yeah.
We got to give him the ball. When
We gonna dump it off to running backs a lot.
Hey,
in
but
this
I give McCarthy credit, bro, because for him to coach up Dak to get that ball out of his hands fast, which has been a problem. It was a problem. It was a problem with Jason Garrett and Tony Romo, with Tony Romo holding the ball for too long, and Dak's had that problem too. I think Dak has always had a problem with going through his reads and holding the ball long and trying to make the hero
Yeah, I
play.
agree with
got
What
that.
McCarthy has Dak doing right now is getting the ball out fast.
Yeah.
And it's helping him not to think so much because he's an overthinker. You can watch when he throws the ball. He'll have the open man on his first read, but he'll go through 2 and 3 just because. Now he's going to 1, and it's okay. I'm totally okay with that because Dak now doesn't – we're protecting him. I believe these are a lot of protecting play calls to allow Dak to not turn the ball over.
I
Yeah,
think
Dak
he did it.
played well, man. He
Yeah,
just
he did.
He played awesome. Yeah, he played
So
awesome.
how y'all complaining about
He's
us only
31
leaving
for-
points on
Because
the board,
we
but at
didn't
the same time
score.
praising
Look,
him
look.
for being protecting him. He's protecting him.
He threw the ball 40 times. How many
He threw about 38.
38 times, bro. We just talked about that the other day. Do you want Dak throwing the ball that much?
He
You
was
don't wanna see him throwing
31.
the
He
ball
was
that much.
31 for 38, 248 yards, 6.7 average.
Cooper
Solid.
Rush.
2 touchdowns,
Cooper Rush.
no
Solid.
picks.
Sounds like Cooper Rush to me. That's
picks.
exactly what that sounds like to me. Fucking
What
Cooper
you wanna
Rush.
see, though?
That sounds like fucking
I think
Cooper
that-
Rush.
I think
That's
that-
a-
That's what that
that's
sounds
what we
like to me.
need.
No,
You
no.
alive, bro.
Cooper
He
Rush
is
had
a
112
bro.
yards and
look,
beat the Rams.
look.
That's not the
Okay,
same as
okay.
31 for 38.
That is real. That
You
is
tripping on
protective
that.
as a
This nigga's
motherfucker,
tripping,
dog.
man. This
That is
nigga-
protective, bro.
This
That is
nigga been
protective as
smoking
hell, bro.
Reggie, man.
Okay,
Nah,
so
man, next
nah.
time,
Let me
no Reggie before next
let me,
meeting, man.
right. Let me
No.
cut this shit. I see where it's. I gotta go on and take it though.
No.
Hold
I gotta
on,
go
hold on.
31
Let
for
Steve,
38
hold
with
on.
200.
Let
I got
Steve
5
get it
yards.
in.
I
Hold
gotta
on,
go.
man.
Two
Hold on.
tutties, dog.
Two tutties?
Hold on.
Tutties, bro. But the thing is,
Two tutties,
it should have been
255,
fucking
31
4.
for 38.
It should have been
Say,
fucking
but
4,
the
dog. It should have been fucking 4, dog.
You're not playing the Cardinals.
So
You're
let me
playing
ask
the
you. Let me
Jets.
ask you. Let me ask
I'm
you.
not
Let's
trying to
let's
hurt,
just
bro.
throw the hypothetical
Reggie.
because it could have happened. If Sauce runs that back in, what's your mindset then with the same statistic?
That's the same pass that Dak
Wait,
has been
say
making.
it again.
Dak, you
If-
watch that. You watch Dak.
Say it again.
So because it could have been possible if Sauce catches that and pick 6. Hold on, Dak with the same stats, it'd probably be 14 to 30. But what would your mindset be then with that one pick?
I would say that pass in itself
For
was Dak.
6.
That is the same thing that Dak has been doing.
I was
year-
asking Rick.
Oh my bad.
If my auntie had dick, she'll be my aunt.
No,
uncle.
no, I'm
So
not
even
saying
with that,
if.
but
I'm
even
not
if
saying
still-
if.
you
I'm
said
saying
if,
what's
if
your
that- if
mindset?
he did
Okay,
that,
but
if
what
he
would
did
your
that,
mindset would have been though?
Then it would have been a fucked up game.
And that game
Okay.
is
It would have
seven.
been a different game plan if that was a pick 6.
At that moment.
But could it been one?
It should have been.
It should have been.
All right.
Should have been.
That was their fault.
Who threw
Don't-
that?
Don't go to
Who
Sauce.
threw that?
Leave Sauce alone.
Who threw the ball?
Leave
Let me-
Sauce
Could you see?
alone.
Could you see
Let me
that
tell you-
happening in a playoff game and
Yes.
somebody
Let me tell
actually
you, the
picks
thing,
it off?
The thing
Yes.
about that, the
Okay.
thing about that play, it was the right play. The only thing that went wrong was Dak hesitated.
He
He
double-
should have
he-
initially threw it.
he
It
double
would have been
same-
an easy first down.
Same thing he's
It would've
been
been-
doing.
He hesitated because he
pumped it.
thought.
Which is the same thing. This is why we're getting the ball out fast, so
If-
he don't have to fucking
Yeah,
think.
yeah, absolutely.
Zach, when Dak thinks,
But
he
you
If
said
Tyron
things,
Smith
dog.
wouldn't have held
You gotta
Pollard
trust
have a
yourself.
touchdown,
You'd
and
have
the
$3,000.
kicker wouldn't have the kicker wouldn't have had 15. He would have had 12, and the offense would have had 7
But
more.
we know it was
If-
clearly a pick though. He just dropped
It
it.
should have been a pick.
That's
Hey,
why
but
he's on defense.
but
That's
that
why he ain't a
pass-
receiver.
But that pass in itself, bro.
Word up.
Bro, but that pass in
down.
but that pass in
We
itself
live
was
to
the
fight
same
another
thing.
day.
That was the same
Too
thing
much
Dak's
sauce
been
on your
doing.
And
hands.
with
years,
that,
bro.
we still would have beat them.
Yeah.
Facts. But the momentum would have been different.
We still would've
14-14.
We wouldn't have took our foot off the necks then. Then
And
we
if
would have been
done
more
came out
aggressive.
that second series with Pollard, we could have put their foot on their
nigga
our
still
foot on
talking
their
about
throat
the
then because they was already tired. We had them on the field for a long time. We could have put our foot on their throat then.
Bro,
Bro, let it go, Jay.
what I'm saying is
Let
that
it go, Jay.
What I'm
I
saying is
know,
that-
I know what you're saying, bro. I
Look,
feel
Put
you.
it- put it
I
on, bro. We
respect
could've
you.
put it on the
I
throat
re-
then.
I
I mean, we
feel
could've
what
did
you're
this.
saying.
We could've did this.
But
Could've did
boy,
this.
that was the second series of the game.
We could've did this.
Damn,
We
let
could've
it
did
go.
it then.
Nah,
The
bro.
halftime, that should have been at the back of your
But we
mind.
could-
Nah,
did it
bro.
The
Because
halftime, that was over.
I'm just saying.
Because look, you are playing
I agree.
a team. You are playing a team that is not the same at the same level as you, not cut from the same things that you are. What happens when you play a good team? That's what I'm looking for because we are
Why
going
you
to
keep
play a good team
downplaying
in
them
the
niggas,
playoffs.
though? Why you keep
Bro.
downplaying them niggas?
We are
Here we
no
go.
They just
because
beat Buffalo.
Hey,
Oh
Rick.
man,
Let me
without
tell
Rodgers.
Without Rodgers.
they
Why y'all
defense
keep knocking-
without Rodgers, with no
They
Aaron
beat
Rodgers.
Buffalo
They beat
without
Buffalo
Rodgers.
Without
They have,
Rodgers.
they
They
have,
beat
their
Buffalo without
defense
Rodgers. Because of
handled.
their defense.
They handled Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs
They
and the
handled
Buffalo
them
Bills.
niggas, man. They
A
handled
did.
them.
top offense in this league, man.
Yes.
But y'all just talk about it's
Tell
week
them,
1 and week
Steve.
2. Y'all
A
just talk about the
top
week
offense
1 and
in
week
the
2. You just
Is
say
that
it's
fair?
Is that
What?
fair? Is that not? Did they not handle
Yeah.
Buffalo?
Did
Did they
we?
not handle
I
Allen
don't call it
and Diggs?
handle it. I call it
Oh.
a win.
What?
They had 3 picks.
I
They
think
had 3 picks. Jordan
I
Whitehead
think
had
Josh
3 picks.
Allen was
But
playing for the Jets that game.
He was playing for the Jets, but see,
No,
See what I'm
no,
saying?
it
the
was
Jets made
9/11.
him look like
It was
that, man.
9/11. It was 9/11 in
that's
New
what they
York.
do.
Because
It was
if you look
9/11
at the
in New
box,
York.
if you,
Buffalo's in New York.
Yes, 9/11 in New York. That
Buffalo's in New
That was
York.
the magic. That was the magic.
Well-
But
Buffalo is
what
in
I'm
New
saying-
York.
No, but
Well,
I'm saying that was
Puff,
for the
Puff.
Jets to win.
America's
New
team
York,
is where?
New York.
What are you
Marcus team was
saying,
in Texas,
bro?
baby.
Okay,
Actually, the
dream.
Jets is from New Jersey.
The
Buffalo
Jets-
is in
Welcome
New
to
York.
Not
Cowboys
anymore.
Run
They-
Uncut.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just
Dallas
saying, man. You
Cowboys
can't say
Run
it,
Uncut.
boy.
Man,
Man,
just
I'm
go
not
with
for
it.
that, man. It was-
Hey,
When
nobody's
I
Jets
look at-
defense
Look,
made
they
them
going
niggas look
nuts
so.
right now.
So when you look at at the
But when
Jets
we played
defense, when you look at the Jets defense, right,
Go ahead.
when you look at the Jets defense
ahead.
and look at our offense, who is better?
Offense.
Who is
think
better?
I'm gonna answer
Okay.
that, man? Come
No,
on,
I'm saying just be
Come on,
realistic.
bro.
So when you look at the
Offense.
Jets, so when you look at the Jets,
So when you look at Buffalo's offense
no.
and the Jets defense,
You
who's
tell you
better?
how I know.
If you look at it on paper, if you say the Buffalo offense and the Jets defense, who you gonna say the better?
I'm gonna say the Buffalo offense.
Well then.
But what I'm gonna say
Wow.
also,
Well then.
but what
So
I'm
what
also
our offense
well
do?
then.
That's
You
good
can
question.
answer
Dak
your own
went
question.
31.
You
Dak
just
went
answered
31
your
for
own
38
question,
with
bro.
two
That's the
touchdowns.
same
What I'm
shit
getting
you were
to,
saying.
no, what I'm getting to is that the same thing is that you said that it was week 1, it was early in the season. I'm gonna say that was week 1, it was early in the season for that Buffalo offense. I'm saying now when the Jets play Buffalo again without Aaron Rodgers, we'll see where that's at. What I'm also saying is that when I look at our defense versus when I look
boys
at
been playing together for a long
Bruh.
time.
Right,
man.
John.
Same offense.
No, look, when
They've
I
been
look,
playing together
but
for a while,
John, when I look at our defense versus their offense with Zach Wilson, we are head and heels above them.
And we show that.
Yeah, so we did what we were
showed
supposed
that.
to do.
Yes.
But our offense versus their defense, who do you think is better? Are you going to say their defense is better?
No, our offense.
You didn't
Okay,
enjoy
so
watching this
we
game.
didn't-
did
But
you?
hold on.
We
I'm gonna
didn't
say
do what
their
we were
defense
supposed
is
to.
a top 5 defense.
You
Do
didn't-
you say our offense is a top 5 offense in the league?
Yes,
Hold
we
on,
should
Ted.
be. We should be.
No. Are
We
we a
should
top
be.
5 offense in the league?
No, we are not right now.
Well, but
No,
their
we are
defense
not.
is a top 5.
So
And
did
we
our
don't
thing.
want to be.
Again, when I see the playoffs, I see the Philadelphia Eagles, I see the 49ers, the San Francisco 49ers. Those are
All
really
right.
good defenses.
So say we
So
beat the
with
Niners.
what
What does that indicate?
when we beat the Niners, it's going to say our offense is finally clicking, or maybe
I
our
don't give a
defense is
fuck
really
about
that
beating
good.
It
the
don't
Niners
matter
and-
because it don't matter
and
till we do
motherfucking-
it in the
But what if we
playoffs,
beat
bro.
them?
Till we do it in the-
For real,
but
bro.
that's what-
But
that's
literally,
what-
what
That don't
if we
mean
beat
that
them?
means
What if we
we're
beat them
trailing the
18
right
to 12?
direction.
That's
but
what
What if we beat them 18 to 12
I'm
by
gonna
strictly
say-
field goals?
I'm going to say
Like they did
that our
us.
defense played a game.
Why
I'm
not?
going to say that
Like
our
they did
defense.
us.
Yes, I'm going to say that our
Right.
defense played a really good
Come on,
game.
man.
Because
I'm
that's
gonna
what
say-
them games
because that's what
been
that says to
anyway,
me.
though.
The 18 to 12 game
That's
says
what
to me that our
playoff
defense played
games
great.
are. Field possession, don't turn the ball over. Defense, run the ball.
You can't score
That's
100
what
every
you
game,
have to
bro.
Man, my
score.
man wants to
You're
win
gonna-
100 to nothing every game.
No, I'm not
He
saying that I
already said
want. I'm not
100.
saying that I
He
want
just said
to.
100
No,
on
check,
twice.
check,
He
check,
should
check.
put 200 on
No,
New York.
check. No, what I'm saying is that it's not that
He
we're.
coming through New
It's
York
not that
harder
I
than Snoop
wanted to
Dogg
score
did.
100. I'm saying that we should have scored 100. There's a difference. I didn't because if you listen to my pregame, my pregame
What you like
prediction,
about the
I
game?
scored 24 to 14. That's
What you like about the
But
game?
we still can't do it.
I
Kick
like
the
our
buildings,
defense.
right?
I like our defense.
Jerry,
We still
we
can't
still
do
can't do it. Kick the buildings,
And we still
right?
run New York.
What did
And we
you-
still run New York
Hey,
right now. The
what
city
did
of
you
New York
agree
is
to that?
ours.
What did you see
But
about
I'm
the
saying
offense?
we should have dominated them. We should have dominated the offense too. Our
We
defense
did
is doing what they're
dominate.
supposed
We
to do.
did put
but our
30 on
offense-
them, bro.
No, that is our defense.
Time
bro.
of possession,
I'm not okay.
we kept the ball all day.
I'm not
long.
okay when we play against an elite quarterback versus fucking Zach Wilson. That worries me.
Did the
bro.
offense
I
score?
don't like. I'm not.
Did the
I'm not
offense
okay with
score?
that.
Did the offense score?
Fucking 15 points. Defense scored 7. What are you
It's
saying?
niggas in the league that didn't score 15 for the whole game.
I get that,
That
but
we
they are
played
weak.
against.
They are weak.
Man.
I
And then they
got
dropped 28
wait.
the
My
next week
test
against
is
the team
San
we got this
Francisco. My
San
test is San Francisco.
My test is the
what I'm-
playoffs. I don't give a fuck about
No,
this regular
I'm
season.
We're
play
seeing
out.
this
I'm
playoff
play
time
out
early.
too.
Playoff.
I'm play out too. But when I get all the way charged up, if I see us do something to San
San Francisco. If
Francisco,
we come out late 30-10 in San Francisco, I'm okay with that. You will see me sing a different tune then because
you
that
get
is an elite
optimistic.
offense. That is an elite offense right now,
But
bro.
you look at 30 to 10, like you
Bro, so when you look at the Jets offense versus San Francisco or Philadelphia's offense, you feel that those are equal.
You generally
feel those
don't
are-
get those high scoring games when you play good defensive teams.
How many points we drop
So
against?
if we beat
How many
them
points we drop against
16 to
Philadelphia
10,
last year in the
I'm
playoffs?
okay with that.
How many? I mean, in Christmas Eve, how many points did we drop against Philadelphia? We got that offensive game. We dropped 30, didn't we? Didn't we drop 30 a game?
That wasn't the playoffs.
That was the game before.
Playoffs,
That was 2 games
the
before.
game
What I'm
changes.
saying is that when you play
Right.
offense, when you play those defensive juggernauts, I want to see our offense score points. I don't like to leave points on the board. That's why I'm worried, bro. Because when you play against an elite defense and a decent offense or elite offense,
get
you're
what
gonna
you're
have
saying,
to score those points, bro. I'm
But
not
you gotta
okay
be
with leaving
able
those
to. The
points on
thing
the board.
about I do like is that we do. Now y'all been crying about the Brian, the kicker. Now we finally getting some reps.
No.
And
I
he's
was
hit-
good with him
Yeah,
last
not
week.
everybody, but wherever the rock may hit and they holler is what it is.
So, check.
we
A hit
dog
when we
gonna
get
holler.
there and he start hitting the field goals, and we gonna need him down the line for the experience in big games.
So,
At that.
check.
This is not just a regular game,
So-
so therefore. We gotta be able
I'm
to
cool with
win
that.
in different
Yes,
ways.
But you cool with that then,
We
bro?
know we can grow
Me,
further
I was
as the
worried
season
about the
goes.
kicker.
We're gonna get better at the red
That's
zone
a good
offense,
point,
man.
too.
That's
That's valid.
something
Yeah, I agree
really.
with that.
That's valid. Getting
we
some
know
experience.
that. Like Dak knows that you got a quarterback who understands where he need to get it better. Even if we pinch a nerve and been bitch at him about it and piss him off about it, he knows that. So that goes in the hands of the whole offense. Once they put that together and realize Hunter Lukey running in with him or Tony Pollard, or like you said, Terry, hit 88, hit CD in your red zone as your primary target. But first of all, use them hogs up front. That's my
Our
motto.
Gallup though, because you know Gallup's
Yeah,
good
exactly.
in them
you
tough
said,
catch
like
situations.
you said,
Exactly.
when we play those up-notch
We got
teams,
options.
When we play those up-notch teams, they're going to be keen on CD.
Yeah.
He's going to have to find
most
somebody else
definitely.
to get the ball
Yeah.
to. He's going to have to.
They already
if I
doing
was a
it,
defensive coordinator playing the Dallas Cowboys, I'm double teaming CD and making you other niggas beat me.
Yeah.
And if y'all do, good game.
CD said he don't care about none of that.
He don't. You see him work.
I'm
They was
with
throwing
that.
it at him.
I'm with that.
We're gonna move him around. Y'all
But-
double where y'all see
but-
fit. He gonna get over
Last
regardless.
year when the Bucks did that first game, we was thrown all off. We made adjustments and now we better than that. But yeah,
It's because Mr. Moore was here.
I
I'm with that.
worry.
I'm
Again,
with
Little boy Wanda ain't here no more.
Let me tell my
Again.
cut to you. I'm with you with that,
Little boy Wanda ain't
man.
here no more, man.
I'm with you with that. And they 0-2.
It's big
Fuck
dog
you.
football now, man. It's
Yeah.
grown man football.
But
You
again,
know, ain't no
I mean-
hate
Matt
with it,
Moore,
you know.
Kellen Moore,
Certain
he ain't
things.
here no more.
What you
Yeah,
said.
no, but
You
again,
said,
though, like,
you know,
Can't throw the
it
ball.
ain't too
Can't
much
throw the
hate, but
ball
you know,
all day,
you know
every
what
day.
it is, man. You
I'm
know, and we
worried
see
still.
what's going on with the
I'm not
Chargers.
worried. I'm
I
not
still
worried.
worry.
I just, was just trying to be objective.
I still
with you.
worry, bro.
I'm with
Because
you, not necessarily
because
worried. It's just like,
it's a
okay,
worry
work
to
on
me.
this. Let's work on it. We still working on this. We got a new running back. We don't have Zeke anymore.
Okay, so again,
But use Hunter
We're
Luke.
not perfect.
my worry.
Yeah.
though,
We have not played the best Cowboys football that we can
Yeah,
play.
it's
Those-
week
But
two.
at that same time, we
And you
still
shouldn't.
done won 70-10.
Okay.
And
we
we
still
still-
have room to grow, and we
We
still got
have-
improvements
and we still
that we
look
need to
scary.
make. It's
And
week
they
two.
still don't
It's
know
only
us.
week two.
Whenever
we still
y'all
got
get
adjustments
ready.
we need to make. It's still plays we need to make. We done left points out there. We done missed some shit on defense. But at the same time, we 2-0. We done won 70-10, and we're on to the Cardinals.
And
I'm
you
not
know-
about to get this work.
I'm not
Rick,
okay with
and
it.
it kind of was a lot of what we touched on in the first episode, where we was like, getting a couple snaps in the preseason. Do you think that's the reason why, we could have got a lot of this work in the preseason that kind of helped us further along for week 2? What you think? No?
No. I think what we've seen from the offense is what we're gonna basically get. I think, as they done said, with the coaching adjustments and changes we done made, we're more ball protecting, running the ball. We're fine on the offense. We're going 3 and out and punting this ball now, opposed to throwing it last year. This year, we're more content with relying on the defense and winning defensive games. Last year, dude's ego was in the way, and he felt like he had to upstage the defense. This year, I think our offense is just trying to not lose the game. And last year with that,
Game management.
As Dre once said, I'm cool with Dak being Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
I said, no, I need more than that. But watching us go 2-0 and with the game style and the plan that we have, I'm cool with that, man. I'm cool. I just want to win.
I don't think
I
Dak got
just
to be
wanna
Trent
win.
Dilfer. Dak can beat Dak because there's going to be certain games, Trent Dilfer
Are
ain't
they
getting
really that
38
different?
passes. So
Trent Dilfer's not
it'll
that
be
bad.
some games where he is. But the thing with McCarthy is this. He's going to manage that game. He's going to manage that offense and make sure we keeping the balance. Now, balance don't necessarily mean straight numbers, even numbers across the board, but have that identity and don't lose the other.
What the fuck are we paying him $40 million for to fucking manage the game? I'm
That's
tired of
not-
us going in the red zone. See, like, I'm not shooting him that
Ask
bail
your
no
boy
more.
that.
Now. I'm not
I'm-
shooting
I'm
him
with
bail
you on
now.
that.
I'm not
I'm with you
shooting
on
him
that.
bail.
That ain't-
I'm not
that's
shooting
not-
him.
for that.
I'm not
38
shooting him
times
bail
ain't
no
your
more.
boy,
Like,
bro.
that's just shooting him bail, bro. We need to score in the fucking red zone because it's going to come a
We
time
can't
where
do
we
the whole
have
show
to
on this.
score in the red zone. Because right now, that's my only
Ask
But we
your
didn't
boy
have
that.
to. At
With
that,
this-
at that point in time, we lost to folks where we had to score them.
We
was
do
what-
have to, dog, because we're
not
going to
in-
come to
not
a
in
time
these
when
two
those
games.
points are going to matter. Those,
Not
those,
in this point in
Those
time.
4
We're
points are
working
going to
on
matter.
shit.
This dude, all that money he said.
And he can't fucking
Ask
score.
your boy that.
Ask
Fucking
who?
score. Who we
Ask
asking?
who?
Who we asking?
So have we found out any? Have we found out?
Ask who?
Have we found out
Yeah.
the dude?
Because that's the going rate, man.
Nah,
you can pay. You can pay.
That's what the
Dak.
market-
Dak's not a half paid quarterback. He's not. He might be not even top 5 half
He's
paid
not
quarterback.
the top 10.
He's
now.
not even in the top 10. So,
And
what's the-
Mahomes has got some more money.
So what's the? So Burrow's got all this money, and he done threw interceptions, and they're 0-2.
You know who wasn't scoring?
So
You know who
I'll
wasn't
take
scoring?
that.
You know who wasn't scoring in the red zone too? Cooper Rush. That's all I'm saying. Cooper Rush wasn't scoring in the red zone too, because if I'm paying you this money,
Cooper record?
Cooper Rush
What's
wasn't
Cooper's
scoring in the
what-
red zone
what's
too.
Cooper's
He was
record?
doing the same
Cooper
fucking
Rush
thing that
beat the
Zach
Rams.
Prescott was doing.
What's
Cooper
Cooper
Rush
record?
beat the Rams with 112 passing yards.
What's Cooper Rush record?
That's not what
But
Dak
you know what
did.
that's
He had
saying to me?
112
What is Cooper Rush
But you know what
record?
that's saying to me is that our defense has been doing this thing since last year when we had Cooper
Uh,
Rush.
Keep the
That's
fucking
saying to me.
championship.
running.
That's saying to me that our defense has been the fucking same. I don't
Yeah,
need
Dak's a
Cooper
little
Rush from
better
Dak
than
fucking
Cooper, though.
Prescott.
He's a little better than
Defense
Cooper.
wins championships.
I don't need Cooper Rush from Dak Prescott. That's all I'm saying. Is that
I'm
with
saying
the
he's giving you more
offense,
than the Cooper
when I
Rush.
see my starting
I'm saying he's
quarterback,
giving you more
I'm
than
not
Cooper
seeing
Rush.
that.
I'm saying he's giving you more.
Where? Because he
hey,
scored
hey,
15
hey.
fucking points and
This is
7
what it
of
is.
them
Dak
in
put
the
up
run.
40 on Philly.
He didn't put up 40. Our defense put up 40. He
Right.
put in position to put up 40. The
This is
offense
what
has
it
how many
is.
points? How many points does Dak put up?
Dak put up 40 on Philly.
Out of 70, he scored 28. What is that saying? The offense has put up 29 points of that 70 points. What is that saying? In the
That
last
says
20
we're
games,
2-0.
we have
2-0.
2 touchdowns. Yeah,
That says we're 2-0.
That's
He's
saying,
told-
that's
Hey,
saying
man,
that our
y'all
defense
gotta
is
move
doing what
on,
they're
man.
supposed
Let's
to.
move on from
No,
that,
no,
man.
that's
Y'all,
what I'm saying. Our
Yeah,
defense.
man.
y'all
At the end
are
of the
going
day-
nuts
Yes.
about this
I'm not
red
giving Dak
zone,
that
man.
credit.
At the end of the day, he's
For real,
told-
y'all
he's
getting
told
ready to
Romo
go
lost
back
his
up,
spot
man.
today.
Man, is he
Tony
tore up
Romo,
over Romo?
Tony
That's
Romo,
what it is.
Tony
Hey.
Romo will
All
be
about-
scoring in these
No,
situations.
no.
Tony
Let's-
Romo
hey,
wouldn't have scored
hey,
zero turnovers.
hey,
Tony
hold
Romo
on,
would have
man.
had turnovers by
Nah,
now.
let's
In
not
week
even
2,
go
Tony
there.
Romo might be
Hey,
leading the
Tony.
league in
Hey,
interceptions.
Tony, man. I just want to
Y'all
let you know, man.
tripping,
You got
man.
a fan.
Tony, let me let you know. We
These-
know
they
we
don't-
watched
Only
your
on
turnovers,
Cowboys
Tony.
They
Round
don't give you
Uncut.
any
We
respect
watched
up
your
here, man.
turnovers, Tony.
Nah, Tony, man.
Yes,
they don't
we
know,
watched
man.
them
They
turnovers,
do not
Tony.
What you got
I seen
going
you
on?
fumble
What
that
you got the-
motherfucking kick,
Hold
Tony,
on, hold
in the
on.
playoffs.
What y'all
Tony,
got?
I
Hold
seen
up,
you
man.
throwing
Hey,
interceptions
Don't
against Denver,
hold on.
Tony.
Don't
Hey,
start
put some
that,
respect
y'all.
on
Hold
your
on,
name.
hold
All
on,
three
hold
of
on,
y'all.
hold on.
All
What you
three
got,
of y'all.
OG? OG, hold on. Let OG get the floor for a moment, man.
No, look, I just want to talk about the game record. I just, every time I see, this man, every time I see him, it's like,
Give him his flowers.
it's like seeing like
Give him his flowers.
a well painted, art, man. This man had 3 sacks, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for losses, a strip fumble. I mean, this dude is like Superman. He's like the Black Superman.
Yeah, he
This dude is everywhere,
Black
man. He's the
Dynamite.
Black
Y'all,
Superman.
it's Black Dynamite,
He's the
Black
game
Dynamite.
wrecker. He is the game wrecker.
He is a
with
great
He
record,
wrecks
man.
a game.
I'm
man.
with you.
Hey, he do,
Give him
man.
his- give him his-
hey,
give him his
nobody.
I mean, not to really,
Give him his due.
not to do this, but he's kind of Loris Taylorish. Like
I
he
told
just kind
you,
of.
yeah.
I'm not gonna crown him. I mean, I'm not gonna. But he's got the ability to change the game.
Hey,
Not even that though,
quickly.
John. He got the mentality.
yeah, dude, he's a dog.
That's the main
dog.
thing.
He's a
Your
beast.
mentality. The mentality of the player is key.
He is a
the will of the
beast.
player is key, man. Playmaker been saying it. Nah, the will of the player is key. Yeah.
That boy's a
When
dog.
he speak on it and when he get out on that field, it's the same rap.
Hey,
on
when
that
he's on
man,
that field,
Hey,
you
man,
have to
he's
wonder
on
where
that
he's
field. He'll
at.
eat
Where's
your
11?
kids, man.
Where's
He
11? That's what
got
they
that
think.
Tyson mentality
That's
when
what
he's on
they
that
think.
field, man.
Where's 11?
My
Where's
goodness.
11? You have to account for 11. Where'd he go? You pull the curtain down from you, man.
everywhere.
You gotta play Matador defense with him, man.
He's Houdini, man.
Yeah, he is Houdini, man. You
Two,
see him
4
over here,
tackles,
now you see
2
me, now you
sacks,
don't.
3 tackle for loss, 4 quarterback hits, man.
And you have
And
to.
a bunch of Harrys.
Hey, man, that's
Who,
my thing.
Michael?
The hurries is very important,
Yeah.
man. The hurries is very important.
We all know we know he's hungry, man. We see you out there, Michael, man.
Yeah,
Do your
Michael,
thing,
So,
bro.
So last week we talked about impact players. Who picked Parsons?
We all
I
pick
did.
Parkins. I think it's easy. I think
Right
Nah, what you mean? Nah, week 1.
Nah.
Week 2.
Week 2.
No, I went with Hankins and Mozzie. I liked how we stopped the run too, though. That's something that the defense was trying to key in on,
Shout out to
and
you,
they
Diggy.
did
Diggy, you doing your thing.
outstanding job on keying in on that run. That to me, that's Cowboys football. When I think about the '90s and seeing them Super Bowls. Man, you're not getting ready to run on us, man. That's a championship. When you can stop at run, that's when you become a championship defense.
Yeah.
So that's who I picked though. But I had Micah the first. I was the only one that had Micah on the first week.
You said you'd take Parsons every week, but you didn't.
Hey, but I think we should make a rule to leave Parsons out of it, bro. Because that's easy, bro. It's safe, bro.
That is not
We know
easy.
he's gonna do every week. So is there there's not a defense. There's not an offense that you're gonna see Marcus wrecking.
Tight ends or something like that.
I think Dak.
What do you
I think Dak was deserving on being a key player too on offense.
I agree. I think he is a key player in this game. Dak definitely did his thing.
Yeah.
I thought about one.
He was 12 for 12 starting out, wasn't he?
Yeah. My impact player was Dak on that one.
Probably longer than that. Probably about to like 14
My impact
attempts.
player is CeeDee Lamb, man, bro.
And he did his thing.
The way you do your thing,
did
bro.
his
The
thing.
way he did his thing. So Dak did what he was supposed to do, but CeeDee, he came
He
over
did
there
what
and
he
was
was
able.
supposed to.
Yeah.
He came out
Yes,
there
he
and showed up against a good number 2, which is DJ Reed. But again, shout out to McCarthy for noticing that Sauce doesn't move. Sauce don't move. So again, we use that against them, which in the past,
Yeah,
that's
McCarthy,
always been
man,
a thing.
is showing me something with this offense for
Yeah,
real,
I'm
man.
okay with that.
We
That's
can't
big
keep
for
fronting
me.
on him, man. He's
Just to
real.
see it, just to see that, bro.
was a great
Because
defense.
That's
You
a
know,
good ass defense.
That's a great
we went
defense.
against her.
yeah, it was a good defense. It's a good defense, but we exposed their number 2 cornerback because.
CD exposed more than that. He got.
But Sauce
loose
did his
everywhere.
thing too. I give it to Sauce because he don't allow 2 catches. He don't allow 2 catches on CD.
Sauce was
He don't allow 2 catches on CD for 36
Well,
yards.
I mean,
I didn't see them 2 catches.
But
See
that's
that.
smart football. Go somewhere else. I mean, we're gonna eat him up for 11 catches over here, then go over there.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
I mean, they knew what they was
Man,
doing.
no sense of playing into their hand. That's just that's just smart football.
Smart
If you
football.
don't travel and you ain't that guy. That's just it. It's just too much sauce on your
Fools
ribs,
go.
G. Some people don't like all that sauce on the ribs, man. If you can't travel, don't go nowhere. You ain't got your
Fools
passport,
go.
stay home.
Yeah,
Watch the display.
I don't even eat them. I just make the ribs. So
You feel me? Yeah. So that's just what it is, man. He ain't have his passport.
No sauce.
Real quick to
travel
change the
at
subject.
88.
Real quick, my bad. How'd y'all do on fantasy?
Yeah, Joe
I'm
Burrow.
still trying to pull out a win over
Pretty
here.
good week for me.
Damn it, Joe Burrow.
I'm still
man.
playing.
Pretty good week for me.
I
Joe
got,
Burrow,
I
I'm
got
done
the
with
Saints
you, man.
defense.
I'm
I'm
benching
still
you.
playing, but it looked like I got the W.
Man, I'm down by 3.
And
In
I was
league, I think I
in
won
one
2.
league, I was down like 7 with Pickens, and I see he just called a 73-yard touchdown.
71-yard
So,
touchdown.
That wasn't him.
Yeah.
Talking about that's a good 18
that was
points right
Pickens.
there. That's
So
a
that
good
was a
18
W.
points right
That's a
there.
W.
Yeah.
That's a good 18 points.
Yeah,
man.
I got them people up there as a tight end, and he got
He's talking about
a half a point.
Berg.
Hey, you
And
know
I
what's so bad?
stress
You know, when I
Hey,
think
and
of
I need him to get 4
whichever
However you
points
want to take it.
for the win, man.
Hey, dog, you know what's think about it? It made me think about it again. When I look at Joe Burrow, he's my duty player again for this week. So when I see Joe Burrow again, I think about giving him all this money and the criticism that Jerry would have got for giving Dak that type of money and Dak coming out and being 0-2 with the performances that he's had.
Well, we
feel
gave
what
him
you're
all
saying.
that money, and he wasn't looking too good.
Yeah,
see
but
what
then
you're
again,
saying.
with
I'm
being
with what
0-2.
you're saying. But if I had the opportunity, I would take Joe Burrows over Dak.
I would too. But
So-
still,
so-
they 0-2. You
Yeah,
just got
give me
paid
Cool
and you ain't
Joe
give me no
all
fantasy
day long.
points.
All day long.
Bro, you
Burrow,
gave me 14 fantasy points this week. Hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
losing by 7.
he's
Mine
struggling
is
right now.
Alexander Madison.
Fumble
So in
monster.
fantasy, I'm
Little fumble monster. He got bad
Yeah.
hands.
I'm 2-1.
Yeah.
I'm 2-1 right now in fantasy.
And
So
my
I
key player is Bijan, man. He's gonna be a beast.
Bijan's a monster, dog. He's trouble, dog.
Oh, and the midgets is gonna have to deal with Saquon being out 3 weeks.
Hey, my man.
Oh,
you know,
wow.
I tried to say
Next.
once before
Yeah.
that my fantasy sleeper was Anthony Richardson. You was doing your thing before you caught that concussion. So my thing is that like Anthony Richardson, get right so you can come back and give me them digits, man, because I need you, man.
That was your quarterback. You
I started him over
drafted
Dak.
Anthony
I started
Richardson?
him over Dak. I started him over Dak. How about that? How you feel about that? I started him over Dak. Am I wrong?
Jokes on you. Yeah.
I mean, he had 17 points. He had 17 points. He lost the game, and Dak had 19 and played the whole game. So
Yeah,
what I'm saying is
yeah.
that Anthony
So
Richardson
Dak had
has
two
more
more.
fantasy potential as of right now than Dak Prescott.
That nigga ain't even in the game.
Dak can't
That
put the
nigga's
ball in
out.
the end zone again.
put it
Dak
in
can't put the
twice.
ball in the end zone.
But I had
He had it twice. He put it in twice.
my guy
He put it in
stand-out guy
twice.
this week
Put it in
was
time.
And
Yeah,
Anthony
19.
Richardson put it in because he was playing the
Raheem Mostert.
Texans.
Hold on. Who you got, Steve?
Raheem Mostert.
Yeah,
He
he balled.
drafted.
He
He put up
balled last
31
night
points,
too,
yeah.
didn't he, man? He was breaking through.
With a nice shout out to T. Higgins, who gave me 0 last week, but came through for me
came
with
back, boy. Good
28.9. He looked out for me on that one, so shout outs to him.
Yeah, shout out to Drake London too, man. He came back.
He's back now. Now he's back. He's back to drink now.
Yeah, I
Talk
gotta
bad
give him
about
his
the
credit,
young
man. I
last
flushed
week.
you down the toilet because you
He
was
flushed him,
duty
now.
last week, but
you
this
can't put
week
that
you all
toothpaste
right,
back in
man.
the tube, man. You talk bad about the homie, man. You talk bad about the homie, man. Oh, first week, Joe Burrow, I gave it to you last week. I'm giving it to you this week.
Yeah,
giving it
but
to you
next
this
week, man, we got Cowboys at the Cardinals. It's a 4:25 game.
Win.
It's actually on my son's birthday.
Win.
September
Happy birthday,
24th.
Junior, little
Yeah,
man.
Jay.
Win.
Cowboys victory.
Win
Yes,
for
sir.
little man.
Yes,
Go out to
sir.
the
Yes,
desert.
sir.
Win for little man.
And real quick, I just want to
We're gonna beat their ass.
I want to
Easy.
I want to take one moment, man, and I know you guys is with me on this, man. I want to take one moment and dedicate this episode to my heavenly daughter, Kennedy Don Talley. We lost her in 2017, my wife and I, and other family and friends to a 9-month battle with cancer. She was only 17 years old. Today is her actually birthday. She would have been 23 today. Happy heavenly birthday, beautiful. Today we celebrate not only the day that you were born, but the beautiful memories you left behind. Though you are deeply missed, your presence still fills our heart with joy and peace. Cheers to you, my love, and keep shining on us. We'll see you when we get there, baby girl. For me, my wife, and Cowboys Raw and Uncut.
Happy
Sure.
birthday, baby.
Happy birthday. Sure.
Cowboys Raw and Uncut.